Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you're on the world today, welcome to my channel. If you guys are looking for travel, entertainment, adventure, please consider subscribing to my channel. Definitely hit that notification bell, and hey, drop me a comment. I would definitely love to hear from you. This is Zoo Atlanta, where the king of the jungle meets the cutest red panda. Every step takes you deeper into the wild. And this will not be one of those boring zoo videos you've seen online. Today, we're taking you to the zoo in a slightly different way. Let's experience the zoo beyond more than sleeping animals. We'll see them up close, interact with them,
Everyone say hi, Tad.
and learn about their lives and conservation. Oh, and Danielle finds her favorite animal here. There's over 1,000 animals, endless discoveries, and one epic day. So, let's go ahead and get started with this tour. See you guys in a minute. Not now, but right now. Let's go.
Okay, and when you enter in the zoo, the first thing you see are the flamingos. The tropical flamingos in Georgia, of course. They're so pretty. They have all their color, which makes them so fabulous. Check them out. How gorgeous. Flamingos aren't born pink, they're born white actually. And they get their color after they have eaten and digested some shrimp that usually gives them their color as they age, and they turn pink. So it's pretty cool how they evolve over time as they age. Pretty cool. All right, let's keep exploring.
So we finally made it inside of Zoo Atlanta. Our first stop is going to be going to the African savannah. Hey, stay tuned and let's go explore and have some great and amazing adventure. Come on. Okay, y'all, look, so I want to show y'all something really cool. This is actually a giraffe feeding area over here where all the giraffes are located, and I want to show you like this tall and massive giraffe. He's actually eating right now. Take a look at this. Check this out. Okay, you guys, so we had just came upon these giraffe. This is feeding time, and take a look at this tall and massive, beautiful animal. Let's go.
Here at Atlanta Zoo, they do have a giraffe feeding that's over here in the African savannah where the giraffe habitat is. It's $4 per person to feed. Now it is based on where the giraffe is. If he's in the mood to eat, it's not guaranteed. There is a line here where you can line up, and they have the zookeepers here waiting to see if he feels like coming over to eat. And he is over here having some food now, so this is what he feels like eating at the time. But occasionally he will come over and greet guests at the zoo and come over and have some lettuce with them, and they can pay $4 and get a chance to feed him. But it is up to the animal. They do not pressure him to come over. It's at his own will whenever he's ready to come and feed, but you can do it if you like to. $4 to feed the giraffes.
Okay, so we finally made it over here to the African savannah elephant. Take a look at the actual display board. And we actually got a chance to actually see this massive creature here. And there's also another one over there.
Oh, that's so cool.
So Danielle, what do you think about these elephants?
He's beautiful.
Beautiful. Wow.
He or she, I'm not sure.
That could be a he. Could be a he. But then again, that one is even more massive. So, you know, you ever come to the zoo and you want to come see the actual lions? Like, that's one of my favorites. And then they just sleep day and night. And then you walk up on a sign like this. And then not only that, then you actually walk where the lions are at and look what they're doing. Take a look. All they do is sleep.
But in all seriousness, these animals are beautiful here at Atlanta Zoo. These are all male lions here in this exhibit. And they're taking a good snooze. And you can come upstairs. There's another viewpoint so you can see their habitat and still see them snoozing up here as well. Another shot of them, let's zoom in. Taking a great old nap here at the Atlanta Zoo.
Okay, y'all, look, just checking in with you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying this video. Did you guys enjoy African savannah, the elephants, the lions, all the what was your favorite? Yeah.
Yes.
My favorite was the lions. You know, when you think of lion, you think of
Even
king.
though they were sleeping the whole entire time.
You might have a point. Yeah. But all in all, we're actually making a headway to the African rainforest. Stay tuned for that, and let's go head over now. You ready?
Yes.
Let's go. So I just heard some lions roar. So I'm gonna head back over here where the lions are at. And hopefully we can see the lions are roaring or they're up, out and about. Yep, just what I expected. The lions are up and roaring. Take a look at these lions. Beautiful, beautiful. They're up and awake. Here's a more closer up look of these massive lions. So at first when we approached these lions, they were all asleep. Now that they are awake, they are very beautiful, very massive, very elegant and king-like vibes. And you would definitely have to be kind of like in the presence right now to actually see what I'm talking about. But these animals are beautiful. Now, would I dare to pat him? Probably not. He break through the glass, it's a wrap. We can't run.
Well, you just have to be the fastest.
Nah. Oh yeah, you're right.
Did you see he just farted?
So majestic.
Oh, this is a huge one in there. Wow. Older.
There's actually 3 of them. They're gonna the other one on top.
And he's coming down there.
They are brothers. So we just made headway over here to the gorilla habitat, the western lowland gorillas, where they actually will be feeding them. So hopefully we get a chance to show you guys what the feeding looks like here at the gorilla habitat. Hopefully we catch it. So stay tuned and let's go have some fun visiting the gorillas. Okay, y'all, so look, I am over here at Habitat 4. This is where the gorillas are located. So why is this important? It is important because Willoughby Sr. passed away, and they did a big old fundraising of over $1 million for this actual part of this zoo to be carried on by his son, Willoughby Jr. Now, Willoughby Jr. have a troop. He has his kids. And then there's also Willoughby Jr. the third to carry on the legacy. So I'm going to get more into depth about that as we tour around this Habitat 4 where we could actually see some of the gorillas. But I just wanted to point this guys out to you that Willoughby Offsprings, which is Willoughby Jr., have his offsprings, and that's what's located over here in Habitat 4. So hope you guys enjoyed this part of the video. All right, we're making headway to Daniel. Hey, so what are you doing?
I am looking at the male habitat.
Okay.
And their trip. I just filmed them. There was 3 of them hanging out. And by the way, they're separated from the Cadobo.
Why's that?
Troop, because these are all men, all male silverbacks. There's no babies, there's no females in this habitat. And they were just over here beating each chest and competing with each other, I guess for space or maybe food and things like that. So they separate these troops so that they are not dominating.
So I'm very curious because I know whenever I come in the house and I notice you watching the orangutans and then I enjoy it, the beating of the chest, what does that symbolize?
It's just dominance.
Dominance,
it's
okay.
Dominance specifically with silverback gorillas.
Oh, wow.
So in this case, these males don't have families. So they don't have a female or they don't have any offspring they produce.
Okay.
So zoos particularly separate them from family troops. And because of that, and for safety, they keep all the males together. And the ones who have females, or excuse me, babies, and they have females, the silverbacks who have babies and the silverbacks who have females.
Right.
They separate those so that way they safe in harmony in the zoo. So I just saw them interacting with each other, beating chests, and all the dominance going on. So it was really cool to see. A little scary though, but really cool to see.
All right, and there you have it. All right, y'all, so look, we're headed to watch the gorillas get fed, something I've never seen before. So stay tuned, keep watching, and let's go see the gorillas get fed by the zookeepers. So we are over here where the silverbacks are, and they're getting ready to be fed. And as you can see, they're actually making headway. And we are actually, I want to say about 100 feet away from them. Of course, we're behind the barricade, but look how massive these creatures are just from the distance where we're standing. So they must know it's feeding time. Wow, you see how they're walking sideways?
Look how big they are.
That might be his tummy growling.
Wow.
He's like, I'm ready for those snacks to come here.
Yeah.
It starts at 1:45. It's only a minute.
They are so
Coming
massive.
down to get them snacks.
I can't even describe, like, they look small on this screen, but they are big in person, you guys. Wow.
So y'all, Danielle is over there. I decided to come over in this corner to get a more up close and personal angle of these massive silverbacks. And this one is actually staring at me. I'm not going to stare at it, so I'm just going to zoom over this way. So they are actually ready to be fed.
Welcome to Gorilla Habitat 1. Habitat 1 houses our bachelor troop, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's just a bunch of boys in here. So up front here we have Charlie. Charlie is the youngest of the group. He is 29 years old, but he is the most dominant, so you notice I'm feeding him first. 34 years old. He recently celebrated a birthday, and he's in the middle of the group in regards to hierarchy. And then Kekla we have in the back right corner. Unfortunately, I am not strong enough to throw that far to Kekla, but I do have a separate cup of fruit just for him. So what will happen is I'll feed Charlie and Stoddy, talk about them a little bit, about gorillas in general, and then once they're done with their fruit, they usually head off onto the back, and then Kekla can come down and eat his share of fruit. So, thank you, Charlie. So obviously, that's just his practice chest beat there. If you're fortunate enough, you'll get to see him do it for real at some point. Charlie has a lot of feelings, so yes.
Good job.
He stands up at over 6 feet tall when he's standing bipedally like that. And he is the only gorilla that we have that also is over 400 pounds. His last weigh-in a couple weeks ago was about 418 pounds, which is pretty standard for him. So as you can see, Stoddy over the left-hand side almost looks a little bit bigger, but it's because Charlie is pure muscle, so he doesn't have any of that extra fur and fluff on him like Stoddy does. Stoddy weighs a little bit less than him, but it's actually just a little bit more fat there. So It's okay, Sadie. We're not judging you. Yeah. You might have seen it when Charlie stood up because he likes to open his mouth when he stands up. But I'm going to have him show off his nice big chompers here for you, too. Thank you. So if you notice, those canines are really, really long. They grow to about 1.5 inches long in adulthood. And that's really unique because gorillas don't eat meat, and that's what we recognize canines are for, right? For shredding meat. But they do serve 2 purposes for gorillas. The first one is for their main protein source, which is actually just bark from trees just like this here. So apple, pear, and grapes. They get a rotation of different fruits, vegetables, and leafy greens every single day. This is just a really small portion of their diet. It's kind of like a dessert or a sweet treat like we would have. Because in the wild, they do get fruits, I put in quotation marks, because it's more like the vegetables that we have, right?
So y'all, me and Danielle really love gorillas, so we wanted to get a little bit more information on these specific gorillas here at the Zoo Atlanta. So we're gonna go into the Willoughby Conservation Center and just take a look around and see what information they have for us. So let's go take a look. Come on. So we finally made it inside of Willoughby Conservation Center. Now this Conservation Center is in honor of Willoughby, and it just gives information on all of the gorillas here at Zoo Atlanta. So if you guys decided that you wanted to come and visit Zoo Atlanta, this will be the place where you want to come and get all the information and just to learn about the history of the gorillas, history of Willoughby and his offspring, so on and so forth. So yeah, take a look around.
Training panel. So I'm going to have our silverback Taz come up to our training panel over here, and I'll have him demonstrate some behaviors for you while I tell you guys a little bit about him. I'm going to go into this glass box over here. You guys are more than welcome to come over and come all the way up to this glass. Once I go in, I just ask that you please don't bang on the glass because you might scare Taz or me. And if you have any questions, just save them for the end.
Alright guys, Taz is the gorilla right here sitting against the tree.
Y'all take a look at this, up close and personal.
Like he's making his way over, he has to push his daughters out the way.
Look how massive these things
Now it's
are.
time to shine. Everyone say hi, Taz. Taz said hi. Alright, so this is our silverback Taz. Well, actually, let me restart. This is our family troop over here at Habitat 3. Consists of 9 gorillas, and this is the silverback of this group, the leader. 36 years old. He is a Western lowland gorilla, as are all the other 8 of them. And he is a silverback, as you can see by the silver hair on his back. Taz, you show us your back. Back. Baby. Taz, back. Slowly but surely. There we go.
All right,
You can see that nice silver hair on his back.
Good job, Taz.
You may also see some of his kids hanging around up here. They like to hang around just in the hopes that they might get a treat out of me, or that Taz might drop something or whatever. But Taz is actually the only one that gets trained at this panel. We train with everyone on a regular basis. We have 19 gorillas here, by the way, at the Nelson female, and you can tell Floyd apart because I wasn't asking for that. This is Floyd right here, actually. He is the smallest one in the habitat. He's the youngest. He's 6 years old, and he's right here. And he loves to hang around here and harass his dad from time to time. Taz, keep focused. We train to kind of help keep them stimulated on a regular basis, and also to help build a relationship with them. But most importantly, we train them on husbandry behaviors, which are behaviors that allow them to participate in their own care. Sky? Good boy. Good job. And you may be wondering what that clicking noise is. So I have this clicker here. You might be familiar with it if you've ever trained a dog. This is just what we call a bridge. So, like I was saying earlier, I do verbal and visual cues. He has the option to do the behavior that I'm asking him for or not do it. Shoulder. If he does it, he'll hear this bridge or this clicker, and that's how he knows he did the right thing. Train them in husbandry behaviors, which are behaviors that allow them to participate in their own care. So for example, if Taz had a cut on his hand, good boy, or his belly, good boy, or his foot, good job. I could ask him to present those body parts, and he likely will do them. But the training that we use here, we use positive reinforcement, so every time he does a behavior, he gets reinforced.
Okay, so look, we just came from out of the Willoughby Conservation Center, and all I can say is it's very interesting that we see how silverbacks, let alone, are actually being trained to eat, comprehend verbal cues or whatever. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys got an in-depth look of what it's like to be face-to-face with a silverback. What do you think about it?
I think it's great what the zoo does with these animals here. The point of this is to show you some things they do here at the zoo with the animals, something out of the norm of what you normally see at the zoo, visiting animals, and how they interact, how the zookeepers take care of the animals here, their interaction with the animals here, and how they take care of them. So that was the point of seeing how they interact with that animal. Taz?
Taz, yes.
And he was right on point, being funny even at some moments. So I love how they do that and show that and allow their guests come and take a look at behind the scenes.
My thing is, like, we as tourists, not just us two, but you guys, you know how you go somewhere and you want to know how things come about, like how animals are trained or how do they comprehend? Well, this is the reason for this video. We just give you a in-depth look on what goes on behind the scenes. So that's here at the Willoughby Conservation Center. So if you guys come here to Atlanta to the zoo, then you definitely need to come check this place out. All right, you guys, so while we're in the African rainforest, next up is the actual tree house. We're gonna go inside and take a look. So come on, come join me. Y'all take a look at this massive treehouse and look at the canopy. This is massive and it got all different types of species of birds. Cool. All right, y'all, so look, we are just leaving from the rainforest. I hope you guys enjoyed all the exotic animals over there, the gorillas, the silverbacks, so on and so forth. Now we're actually making headway over to the Asian forest. Let's go see what entails and what they have inside of the Asian forest, and hopefully you guys will also be blown away with their exotic creatures as well. Stay tuned. Oh, that's the baby. Aww. She is so cute. What would you do if that was on your doorstep? Would you invite her in? That little cute little creature right there? You would?
But they grow to be really big. So, I don't know.
That is a cute animal.
But they're so cute. And these are the Samaritan orangutans at the Atlanta Zoo. Samaritan orangutan over here in Habitat 1. They are in there. I've seen quite a few hanging out. There's some right there at the very top of that platform. We'll see them active in just a moment.
So one thing I wanted to point out to you guys, Danielle is a super fan of orangutan. She loves orangutan. Anything orangutan, she's there. So just to be here at this zoo Atlanta and just to come and see the orangutans, I don't care what other animals are here. If it's orangutans, Danielle is here. And that's why we're over here in this section.
So they're gonna feed the orangutans in just a moment, and they have a baby at the zoo. Yes.
And when I tell y'all she is so mesmerized by these orangutans, just look at her. Everything okay? You good?
Yeah, they're up there hanging out.
Oh, they up there hanging out. See, I told you, anything orangutan, she's here. Look at this one. Is that the baby up there?
No, those look like teenagers. Maybe.
Okay. So they actually came from over that way and then they migrated over here.
Well, what I noticed is there's a misting fan up there.
Oh, right there, the fan.
Fan up there, so it probably feels good up there. So
And
they
probably to cool them off.
Yeah, so they probably like that platform up there, keep them cool.
What I will tell y'all is we've been over here in this orangutan section for about 15-20 minutes and there's other animals to see. And let's just see, there's other animals here at the zoo, and I see we still here at the orangutan section.
So what of it?
You don't want to go visit the other animals?
Yeah, later.
Okay, well, you know what? She gonna stay here for me. I'm just probably gonna walk around somewhere till she. No, she didn't. All right, y'all stay tuned. So y'all, the orangutans are finally up now. They're actually moving in action.
They're so smart.
You know, I noticed how they swing around. They're very tight. Once they grip onto something tight, it's just like
Very strong.
very strong. Look, oh, there you go. Look at the squirrel. Look at this. Wow.
Oh, he might be.
Maybe he might come down to greet us.
That might be a.
And then look at this one up here. Look at this one.
That is an adult.
Wow.
He looks small from up there. He's big.
And this is the adult orangutan. Wow. I wonder if he's just gonna sit there. Okay, the zookeeper is here. It's feeding time. And as you see, the zookeeper is over there throwing food to him. Wow. They have actually been sitting over here for about 10-15 minutes, so they know exactly what time feeding time is. Now this is the amazing part of coming here to Zoo Atlanta. You get to see how these animals are being fed. So y'all, we stopped over here with these Angolan monkeys, and they're actually having a time of themselves. Some of them are super funny and super fast. Look like they're just having an amazing time, just playing around each other, running around, jumping. One of them is actually trying to break out. You don't believe me? Check this out. So y'all thought I was playing, see? Now this one, direct your attention to this one. Look like he's trying to break out right here. Look at him. Look like they're having the time of their life. Look at this one.
They're such entertainers.
Look at these two over here. What is he up to? Once again, you guys, these are called Angolan monkeys. So we're continuing to make headway around this zoo, looking for more exciting and entertainment things to show you guys. Stay tuned in. All right, you guys, this is the Victoria Crown Pigeon. Check this beautiful bird out.
He wants to show you his.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all check out this Indian peafowl bird. Watch he spread his wings.
And did you know that these are male? any peacock or any pigeon of this sort are only males. They do this to show off their feathers to attract their mates. And in this case, he's showing off how beautiful his feathers are so he can be attractive and get an attention. And it's working. He's got everybody's attention with his beautiful feathers. Well done. So beautiful. Fun facts about the zoo, they put pieces of frosted glass on the glass so that way the birds can see the big pages of glass that are here, because without that, as the birds are flying in the habitats, they'll run into the glass. So what the zoo has created is little dots of glass all over so they are able to see the big frames of glass and not run into it, just to keep the birds safe while they're here at the zoo. Smart thinking. I like that. So we have made it over here to this rhino, up close and personal, and again, I can't explain to you how big this rhino is. He is big. This camera is not doing it justice. Don't you agree?
I definitely agree. And
Yeah.
I'm just actually reading this note on this wall, and it says that when they urinate, we're within reach. So if they urinate, we could probably pretty much get sprayed. So
That's
I
how
just wanna
close we
say,
are.
This is a massive animal,
Yeah.
close up, and I think it's close up for display.
Yeah, it's really nice to be this close to the animal. We just got to be cautious.
And there you have it.
And there's the family of rhinos coming in at the end of the day here. They're going to the back, probably for the evening, to go relax. So the gentle giant decided to go inside, get a little coolness, need some hay for the evening. But I can't say as big as he is. He seems so gentle, quiet as he walks, and doesn't seem to be fretting around. You know, there's some more. Looks like more of his family members right there coming out, and they're just walking out there. How about that? So yeah, this is really cool to see. Them just hanging out inside their environment here.
So being here at Zoo Atlanta gave me some more assurance that animals are important. Let's try to protect and let's try to preserve nature. And this is the reason why we come to zoos, just to see and study the livelihoods of animals. So that's why I love exploring new environments. That's all. All right, you guys, that is it. That's a wrap for Zoo Atlanta. I want to thank you guys personally for hanging out with me and Danielle as we navigated through this zoo. We got a chance to see a lot of different exotic animals, different species, different mammals, and also learned a lot about being here. I will leave all the information down in the description box, so if you need some information about this zoo, you will have it. Drop a comment or two. Let us know what you enjoyed about this video. And hey, if you get a chance to come to Atlanta, definitely come check this zoo out. We want to say personally, once again, thank you for hanging out with us. Please subscribe to my channel. Definitely hit that information bell. And always remember to you guys is to don't stop. Keep going. Have a great day.